You're watching BBN Tonight on your official UK sports station, LEX 18. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK athletics.
Welcome back to BBN Tonight. One of the new faces for Kentucky basketball this season was assistant coach Bruiser Flint. Keith talked with him this week about hoops in general and the Cats' next SEC opponent in this segment presented by Bird, the official shared mobility partner of the University of Kentucky.
Coach, first off, just tell me about how you got into the game of basketball, when it started. I mean, like your earliest experience. Who put that basketball in your hand?
Well, my dad did. My dad ran a recreation center in Philadelphia. So, I mean, I was the ball boy. I was everything 5, 6 years old. So I've been around it for a long, long time. So, and I lived in a neighborhood that had some really, really good players. So they sort of came through the rec, and that was it. That's how I got into it.
Who were the influencers, maybe aside from your dad, the people that these guys now look up to LeBron? Who were some of the guys that you were watching in your day that kind of pushed you to play that kind of game?
My favorite players growing up was Gus Williams, the Wizard, and Mo Cheeks, because I was a Philadelphia guy. So, and of course, if you lived in Philly, you loved Dr. J. So, I mean, that was it. But from a position standpoint, I was a huge Gus Williams fan, and I was a huge Mo Cheeks fan. Those are my two favorite players that I follow and watch. So to try to emulate a little bit when I was coming up.
Yeah, I think that's why I was a 76ers fan. That team when I was growing up was so much fun to watch and everything.
That's some good teams. We had some good teams in the 70s, 80s. We did. They were fun to watch too. Not just good, but fun to watch. So they were good.
What's it like coming up through playing at St. Joe and then to go into a Hall of Fame? How cool is that to be in the school's Hall of Fame?
It was funny when they called me, because at this time, I think I'm working at UMass. And when they called me, I thought they were calling to ask for money. So, I said, what y'all think? I'm making some money now? So I moved up a little bit. They were like, no, we're going to put you in the Hall of Fame. But, I mean, it's a great honor. I mean, it's always a great honor to be a part of your school's Hall of Fame. Unless you know you achieved something. You know what I mean? So, it was a great honor, and I appreciated everything, to be able to go back. And, you got a little bragging rights too. You know what I mean? You have some guys that you start getting a little older and people start asking you about your career. Just tell them, go look on the wall. So that speaks for itself. So those are the types of things you get, you get a little braggadocious a little bit, but it was a great honor to be put in the school's Hall of Fame.
Hey, it ain't bragging if you done it. So that is a really cool honor to be a part of that. That's really neat. Something that a lot of us don't get to do. So enjoy that. Here's one of the questions I ask the players a lot. What kind of player do you think Coach Cal was?
Be honest with you, I'm old enough to watch him play. So we used to play pickup from time to time when we were at UMass, but he was okay. He could shoot a little bit, didn't really handle it, but he wasn't a bad player. He coached in the pickup games, so that goes to show you how far that goes back. So, but back then we used to play a litwe were a lot younger, so a lot of us were still playing. But he could shoot the ball a little bit. That's the one thing he could do.
Yeah, that's almost exactly how Devin pictured it as well. He thought that, he was the guy out there telling everybody what to do, and you called it. So he was coaching. I believe it. All right, let's talk about this team now. And the Arkansas game, man, that was the one that I feel like, there's the corner that got turned, and unfortunately just came up short on that last play. But, boy, this team looked a lot better.
Yeah, the thing that's really tough about it is that we're just not seeing the results. I think we've really improved as a team over the last, 3 or 4 weeks. I think we've gotten a lot better. It's just a shame that we just haven't been able to see the results, like the fruits of your labor. But, I mean, I think the guys have come around. I mean, the biggest thing about the last few weeks, we weren't finishing well. When we get in the Arkansas game, we come back, we have great finish, we execute down the stretch. And then, the tough call at the end. But, you just want the kids to feel that what we've been working on and what we've been saying as coaches to them is, look, guys, we are getting better. Although, we haven't been winning games. So we've gotten better. You can see it. Because sometimes I think the kids don't see it themselves. But it'd have been good to get that one. But I think we have to feel good about how we finished the game, because that's one of the things we've been really stressing. And that Cal's been really stressing. And, hopefully we can come out on top the next time. But this team has gotten a lot better over the past 3 weeks.
Coming up next on BBN Tonight, we'll bring Jack Goose Givens into the conversation. The Kentucky legend will offer his thoughts on tomorrow's game against Auburn when we return.